Welcome to Little Birdie podcast State of Origin edition, and our man Toprope Tedeschi is back. He was on fire for game one, no doubt, really, never in doubt. But off the stick, Queensland, the plus was like he had the results the day early. He must be still absolutely swimming in it, counting it, but there was a little sick beat. It was Kurt Catel's dinky drop punt to put Brimson over the line, and our man Toprope Tedeschi was on Brimson man of the match. So it was oh so close. How are you, big fella?
Oh, look, you can have all the winners in the world, Scooty, but you don't forget those bad ones. I'm still guilty about that Brimson. How they didn't give it to him, absolutely livid. But it was no good result. Sometimes they play out as you hope, and always happy to take Wayne Bennett's getting a big start against Freddie Fittler. That's for sure and certain.
What do you think about a lot of my mates in the chat group? They're rusted on New South Wales men, and they thought the game lacked a bit of atmosphere. And what did you think of the contest itself? Are they just sour grapes? As a Queenslander, when that dinky drop punt, came through, I just watched the replay before, and it put hairs on the back of my neck. And as a Queenslander, I'll take any win. I'm very filthy.
It was different. It was different, but yeah. I won't be a Rustle Blue supporter, but I was pretty happy with the coin that came my way. So it was weird having no fans there. I usually think it's been fairly overplayed. The NBA was a bit weird without fans. Melbourne Cup was really weird without fans. For the most part, especially with league, it's all on television anyway. And here's a tip: there aren't that many fans at most games anyway, so not a huge deal. But Origin, a little strange.
Now we're back to ANZ Stadium, and the money's running really hard, according to Tristan. It's 8 to a flat 10. And then you've got 129, the Blues, 375 Queensland, and the total's 30. A couple of smart judges were declaring the over in game one. That was probably a sick beat. It was just frozen in time there for 15 minutes of the first half, wasn't it? It was a scrappy sort of affair for a while.
Yeah, look, it was a scrappy affair. I don't know if it was a sick bet. It was the highest total in 15 years in Origin, the 41.5, and this will run a pretty close second. It's 39.5. So. I'll be betting the under with a fair bit of conviction this one. Look, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but the last 20 live games, the non-dead rubbers, 15 haven't broken 34. So I know the new rules are in place, but I'm fairly confident the under. Look, Queensland, anyway, Queensland can win is to win a grind. I think Bennett's smarter than Fittler. I think Queensland will keep it close, but I think the under is the way to play this one.
Will you be buttering up on Queensland off the stick in a head-to-head bet?
Small Queens off the stick, very nice confidence as I was game one, but I could just more desperation for the Blues. I doubt they're going with the same arrogance, but it's still got a pretty disjointed side. Queens are definitely the value. Plus 10. I have no idea.
It's a big price.
Why the money is running for the Blues. The last 8 games at ANZ Stadium all been decided by a single score. So I for the life of me, can't understand why people are steaming into the Blues here.
And what about a little exotic action out wide? We know how filthy you are. AFL Grand Final time, you jumped in our chat group. You wanted to bet on every exotic under the sun. And
all I've done is slag on the rules off all year, and then just the Grand Final night. I want filthy first quarter player props, totals. Get the needle out. I do love a little out wide. Man of the match, we were very stiff in game one. I'm going to go with Big Papa, Josh Papali at $19 for man of the match game two. I think how these man of the match ones tend to play out, they tend to give it to a player who played well the game before, if he was a bit unlucky. Papali was the best forward on the field by a mile last week, so Queensland win. He's definitely some value. And one I really, really like, Valentine Holmes, anytime try scorer. What price of top spot for him at Sweetie?
365, the magic number.
Oh, that is an absolute fill-up, 365. He has scored 8 tries in 5 Origin appearances, has failed across never in Origin, has 25 tries in 18 rep games of footy. He's playing fullback, which is about unusual. We saw Brimson score last week. He'll play that similar kind of role, backing up on the inside, all that kind of stuff. I think he's great value.
Okay, so small bet, Queensland, 375 off the stick. A bigger bet on the plus 10. We're going to steam into the under 39.5, and the Valentine Holmes bet looks an absolute gift, you think, at 365. And Toprope, I know you're a big US Masters fan and punter. You bet on golf like I eat cereal, little daily dabbles with lots of sugar on top. Now, who's your best speculator? Who are the players to watch in the Masters quickly?
I've got probably three in the top of my card that I'm really looking at. My best bet, Tyrrell Hatton. I think his friends, he has finished top 7 in 10 of his last 17 tournaments. I think Augusta sets up really, really nicely for him. He's got to be a good second shot player. So he's strong with the irons, and you've got to be able to scramble really well. No one gets up and down better than Hatton. I love Webb Simpson. It's a course that favours length, so that's obviously going to hurt Webb. But I think the November conditions kind of suit the wily old veterans. Simpson's just been so consistent of late. He's just a tremendous player. And Xander Schauffele, bit concerned he's a bit of a non-winner, but he is knocking down the door. He knocks down the door at every major. He was contending here last year. He's always around the line. He is a fantastic line player and a pretty clutch putter, so I like him as well.
I might spec Mark Leishman at cricket score odds. Top rope, I'll let you go, but go the Queenslander.
Go the Queenslander.